Kenya's affordable housing sector has a bit of, from where we sit, it does actually have a bit of opportunities and constraints to it. I'll start with the opportunities. The opportunities, I'd put them in two large buckets. The first opportunity I'd say is on actually supply side. Supply side meaning bringing up affordable housing units. So Kenya, from where we sit, we are a fast developing country, also a fast urbanizing country. Also, a large majority of our population is quite young, meaning that these people actually will need to be homed somewhere, especially when they're coming to the cities for employment opportunities. So by that fact, then the supply needs to be there. I think some of the studies suggest the supply of affordable housing, the government deficit is more than 200,000 units a year. So meaning there's an opportunity to actually help in actually bringing up the assets. So what can happen is that the developers themselves, since real estate is quite capital intensive, these developers can come and tap into capital markets, then use those proceeds to actually develop the houses. And they can come to capital markets either through D-REITs, REITs, or even bonds, typical bonds that are used elsewhere, as well as other structures that we're also always very keen to look into. Similarly, on the supply side, we do have there's an opportunity on that side, and the opportunity lies in coming up with innovative financial structures that help homeowners be able to slowly pay for their house. I think one of the constraints to home ownership is usually some of the large upfront costs required for you to buy your own home. So if you can come up with innovative structures that enable one to pay over time for a home, there's an opportunity there to enable the homeowner to pay smaller chunks, but also for the investor to earn over a period of time. So there's an opportunity there. Some of the constraints to do with affordable housing in Kenya, I think, are partially because of the cost of inputs required to actually generate quality affordable housing. I think because of the fast urbanization rate, you find that the prices of land and units always seems to go up, because with more demand, price has to go up. So that the constraint means that this drives up who can actually own a home. So that's part of it, and also because some of the inputs required might be a bit high because of some of the demand for development of this. It might mean that developers might need a lot more upfront capital to actually develop some of these units. So those are some of the constraints that are there. But again, with by bringing right solutions, this can be solved for, where you're not asking someone to pay upfront at once, either be it the developer or the homeowner, just coming up with structures to enable them to pay over time, either in construction or even in home ownership.